Hello, welcome. This is Insti, and I'm starting to play the Black Mirror 2. I think the full name is Black Mirror 2 Reigning Evil. Oh, it's been a while since I last uploaded anything. Sorry about that. It's been a hectic again in real life. Hopefully, I can upload as often as I can. I try to upload daily, but if that doesn't work, I'll upload as soon as I can, as often as I can. Uh, yeah, it's the autumn and oh, wait a minute. So yes, it's autumn and it's a little bit busier at the moment for me at least. So yeah, I'll try to upload as often as I can because I want to get to Black Mirror 2, 3, not the remake, but 2 and 3, and then getting maybe other games. Either Sherlock Holmes or Hercule Poirot. Probably first Hercule Poirot, then Sherlock Holmes. But that's neither here nor there. We have Black Mirror 2 and 3 to go through. So, Black Mirror 2 happens. The first one was developed by Future Games. I think Okay, I can check that fast. Yes, Czech Republic Future Games. The Black Mirror one was a hit, at least in Germany and other parts of Europe. But unfortunately, I don't know why. But the second one is made by Cranberry Production, and the third one also a different developer from Germany, if I remember correctly. I'll check that. Yes, or I think they are known. Are they known as a? Hmm. Okay. Maybe Tech 30 nowadays. I'm not sure. I'm just checking Wikipedia. Anyways, yes, different developer. But I think we are continuing in the same area where Samuel Gordon was having a little adventure on the last game. If you haven't checked that, maybe you want to check that. I don't know how connected this is. Obviously, we are on the Black Mirror castle or whatever area and the same area. I'm guessing. Well, that's the connection at least that I know. I have never played this game, so no idea anything about that. So we have different protagonists. I think this happens 13 years, 12 years after the original game. Uh, but other than that, I really don't know anything else. So obviously, it's somehow at least connected to the first one, at least locations. What else? We don't know. I'll put the music on and I check everything. I could go 1920 to 1080, but there's a problem with this. I don't think I can go higher unless I'm starting to mod these. But the UI and text come a little bit smaller. There are mods for that, but this is a 2009 game, so I go with the 1080, 1280, 720. Anything else I need to know? And we do have hotspots, that much I do know. Gamma is quite high, and it's I have to even brighten more the graphics on the recording because what I checked the first page. I didn't even check there's going to be 2 in-game videos. I didn't check the those, but I was in game checking the lightness, lighting, and it's quite dark. Anyways, let's jump in and then we can continue more blabbing about. Please choose game mode. The easy game mode offers additional game help, the options skip special puzzles, and to receive further tips from the diary. You can activate that later. The normal game mode has no additional game help, however you can select the additional game help. Yes, we go with the normal at least for the start. And I do shut up now.
Samuel? Are you there? Please, say something. There you are. Where have you been? I've been looking for you. You promised you wouldn't just disappear anymore. I've been looking all over for you. Ow! What's wrong with you? I don't know who you are. I don't know my own husband. You disappear every night. You only talk when it's absolutely necessary. Where is the man that I married, Samuel? I want my husband back!
What have I done? What the hell have I done? Oh no! I didn't want this! No! No! Oh, no!
Terrible things, Samuel. You have done terrible things. I think we have something more. Yes, 1990, Pitford, Maine.
Get on with it! Stick the damn fuse back in! I want to open the store!
Okay. When there is a new diary entry, the corresponding symbol will flash at the top left of the screen. You can open the diary via the indicator or by using either the D or the J key. D, semester break in Bitford. I'm just checking. So J should work on journal. Obviously, diary and journal. Semester break, Fuller's photo store. Why haven't I flipped out yet? A bleak little coastal town in Maine. A job in a rundown photo studio with a complete joke of a boss and mom's well-meaning suggestions every morning and every evening. And that's going to be the pattern for 3 weeks. Hell, I wish the semester break was over already. Tasks. Get the power on. The power's gone down in the store. Probably the fuse. Everything's just junk in this building. But Fuller doesn't seem to be inclined to invest even a single dollar in it. So that's the task. Latest task.
The fuse, man! Open your eyes!
The fuse. This tip system gives you information at the start of the game about how to play. If you don't wish to receive any tips, deactivate this feature in the options menu. Let's keep it on for now. Yes, spacebar. Now we have this hotspot, so it's not as easy to miss things, which was sometimes a little bother in the original. If I remember correctly from the reviews, this Black Mirror 2 fixes those little annoyances from the first one, those little sluggishness, you can skip faster, and again, you can have this. One thing I have to say that you probably want to crank up the gamma, even if you play by yourself quite a lot. For me, it's almost max, and it's still quite dark. For you guys, it's even a little bit brighter, fortunately, because I lightened the record, put little lighting in the recording. So.
You think you'll be done today? How long does it take to install a new fuse?
As long as I need to take my time. So yes, so this is quite dark game. Right button.
Old clothes dummy. Judging by the smell, it's been damp at some point. Now it's just moldering away.
Okay, that was the right button.
I wouldn't accept it as a present, even if it didn't stink.
When you have received all of the information about an object in the game, you lose its interactivity. That's good to know. So we know that's it's not something we don't really need. And if I remember correctly, I read somewhere that unlike the first game, where you at some point you had to use the right button to interact and get more stuff, say, from the drawer, you don't have to do it in this game. So what do we have here?
Shaft with a grill leads up to the backyard.
So let's see what the right button says.
The hinges on the basement grill are rusted. No idea if you could open it. And even if you could, it'd squeak like hell.
That maybe beer crate.
Beer crate with 24 bottles. All empty.
Damn.
And the bottles aren't dusty either. Beer doesn't keep long around here. Cheap beer. That's about right for Fuller. I just wonder why he has the crate in the basement. I can't see him coming down here every time he wants to drink a beer upstairs.
Okay. So we. Okay, garden hose.
An old garden hose with more holes than a golf course.
Oh, you're a comedian then.
I can't do anything with that.
No. Oh, there's the window.
I don't want to open the grill. Why should I? I don't want to open the grill. Why should I?
Oh, basement window is still interactable.
If Fuller had a garden he wanted to water, he could do it from here. But in Fuller's garden, you'd get pretty well nothing to grow.
Yeah, okay. Wooden pallet, ropes, crammed shed. There's the fuse box. We need to obviously find the fuse. Can I take the candle?
Well, at least it'll give me a bit of light until I get the power turned back on.
Come on, get on with it! Replace that damn fuse already!
Come on! Can I take... Wait. Oh, okay. Bulb, fuse box. Let's open the fuse box first. If I can.
An old dust-encrusted fuse box. There are a lot of wires coming out of the top of it, which then run along the floor joists. Doesn't look exactly safe.
Right,
Okay then. Just like everything else of Fuller's, pretty well junk.
Right, so... Cover...
The blown fuse must be under here. Huh. Fuller's already had a go at it, but again, he couldn't sort it out.
Oh, okay.
3 other fuses look fine, but this one's had it. I should throw that away, otherwise I'll get mixed up. Now all I have to do is put a good fuse in.
Well, that's a good idea. Oh,
My SLR camera, fitted with a flash too. I never leave home without it.
nice.
That's a postcard of Biddeford. It's very useful for getting from one part of town to the next. But I can't just go off across the town right now. I've still got things to do here.
Okay. So, let's go and find the fuse. A cramped shelf is a place to look first, probably.
Let's see. A few plastic containers, bottles and boxes, light bulbs, cables, grease. And a small carton of fuses.
Okay, grab that. Anything?
Hopefully the fuses work. You never know in this place.
No, you do not. When you want to activate an item in the inventory, click on it using the right mouse button. Okay, I'll check the photo backdrop first.
Oh my god. Who would want to be photographed in front of that backdrop? Well, maybe it was the trend. Once.
Oh. You're a funny guy. That's me.
There's just one fuse left in the box. But at least it looks unused. I reckon it's still out of work.
Well, let's hope so.
The replacement fuse still looks okay.
Do I have it? Now I have it, okay.
Well, that's that. Now all we need is some power.
Some power. Don't we need to...
Okay, so let's have a look. Let there be light.
Let there be light.
Don't need this anymore.
The spacebar shows you all the interactive points in the scene. There are a few of those. So let's see. We have bulb.
Timeless, plain and simple 80-watt bulb on a cable. A classic.
Yes.
I'm not going to touch any lit light bulb. It's got to be hot. I'll
Okay.
leave it here in case the power drops out again. And that can only be a matter of time looking at the fuse box.
So let's see. Fuse box, I don't think we've... First rope. Can I
If I
interact?
want to look at awful pictures, then I can do it upstairs in the store. If
Okay.
I want to look at awful pictures...
So I guess you don't do anything
If
with
I want
this.
to look at awful...
Backdrop floorboard. Oh, and by the way, we finally find out.
There's much dust on the floorboards here. They're almost shiny, in fact. So does Fuller stand here every night with a beer looking at these awful pictures?
Maybe. Yeah, we finally found out what happened to Samuel's wife. That was something never explained in the original game.
Battered paint can with about half an inch of dust on the lid.
Honestly, I don't... Well, there's a bucket. I'll check the bucket if there's anything in it, but I'm guessing we can leave.
An ancient rusted bucket with a little bit of water in it.
Okay, can I?
With that water in the bucket, it's only a matter of time until it's completely rusted through.
Okay, so I think we're done here. Let's go upstairs.
So let's go up. A wonderful working day awaits, full of appreciation and deep personal fulfillment.
I'm not certain, but he might be a little bit sarcastic.
Finally! You make a big deal about going to college, but you're too sappy to replace a fuse. Put that board outside in front of the store. Get on with it!
Okay, postcards, film cameras, spotlight, frames and cartons, and advertising
Store's
sign.
doing very well. I don't think a cheap sign is going to change that. But what the hell?
But it works as a sign, it's open. To get additional background information about people, click on them using the right mouse button.
Huh. Fuller. What can you say? A good reason to have doubts about humanity? I've only been working here a few days, and I've already given up hope that he might, just once, behave like a normal human being. This is probably the most stressful holiday job that I've ever had. Holiday job in a photo studio? Yeah, sure. Great stuff. Learn new things, earn some money. And the reality looks a little different. Fatter and more bald. Know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let's move around and grab the advertising sign. A moose. Moose. Moose is loose.
Someone's really turned your head.
Huh?
You've put it the wrong way around.
Okay, I need to...
Yeah.
I'll probably have to change the environment sounds a little lower compared to the talking sounds.
I'd like to get some portraits done. Some pretty black and white pictures. Have I come to the right place?
Oh, yeah. You're at just the right place. Black and white photography is my specialty.
Wonderful. So let's get started. My name is Angelina, by the way.
Oh, I'm Darren. Let's go inside.
Welcome to Fuller's photography store. What can I do for you?
I wanted to get some portraits done.
Ooh, very good. We can start right away, dear lady.
But I thought Darren would...
What? But he's just an errand boy. A pretty child like you deserves a real photographer. Here, go and pick up the post and take this letter to Mrs. Biba in the diner in the main square. I've got things to do.
Not creepy at all. Okay, you can skip the cutscenes by using the tab key, okay? But before we do that, a little bit change. Well, I might as well save. But, menu options. First things first, SFX. I have to say the volume is quite weird. Hope it's okay. I'll try with that for now. Can I go back?
I can't go in there until I've done all of Fuller's jobs for him. He'd lay into me right in front of Angelina. And I'd like to avoid that if possible. But she seemed to see through him pretty fast. She can see what an asshole he is.
Well, the Fuller really didn't try to hide his personality.
Most of the pictures here in the window weren't taken by Fuller. In some moment of blinding inspiration, he must have decided to get some proper photographers to promote his business. Of course, they have no idea just how lucky they've been.
Okay, I'll put the speech volume as high as well, it can't be as high as can. Junk shop door. Can I enter? I can.
Well, come on. Come on in. Take a look around. Buy something.
Thanks.
Judging by the evidence, I'm
Ah, a young man. You a soldier?
ex-soldier.
Bit slow on the uptake. Have you served?
Sir, no sir.
Ah, so you want to put me on, do you? Find something for yourself and then beat it.
Yeah, I guess he has served. Medals there. Well, we could check those.
I guess those are Eddie's badges from his time in the army.
You got that right, boy.
Are you actually talking out loud, or is he reading your mind?
A
What am I-
cupboard full of lots of different things. Books, a record player, boxes, measuring instruments.
You want to buy something?
I'll have a look around first.
Am I actually needing something from here?
Yep, it's famous. I've seen this picture hundreds of times before.
Shelves.
Shelves of useless junk.
If you're just gonna bitch, then get lost.
So Darren is talking out loud. What's happening? Oh,
They look like bazookas. Hopefully they're just replicas.
I hope not.
right. Toy soldier.
I prefer my Star Wars figures. Is Lucas ever gonna make the fourth part?
Right.
Perhaps Eddie picked it up somewhere in the Second World War.
All right. This is the 93, so yes, fourth part. Well, technically first part.
Looks like a slide projector from here.
Correct.
Radio.
An old radio. Looks like a piece of pro equipment. Are you a radio hobbyist?
Radio hobbyist? You mean one of those idiots who thinks it's neato mosquito when they have another idiot on the air who only lives 2 blocks away? I was a wireless operator with the Hells Devils, 8th Infantry Regiment of the 4th U.S. Infantry Division. I was there in North Africa, and in Sicily, then in Normandy on Utah Beach. I was wounded on the Rhine. That was my eyes. And I got a Purple Heart for it all.
And so, are you still a radio guy or not?
I'm keeping the tradition alive. I talk to old buddies real regular. Can reach 'em anywhere. I'd say I'm kind of an expert. Keep my things in good working order. Always prepared.
Ah, okay. Good to know.
Well, informative. Okay, anything else, Eddie? Ready, Eddie?
The junk shop owner. He appears to be blind. Maybe he's just putting it on. That would fit with the cliche.
What cliche? What cliche?
Tell me, why haven't you served in the military? Over there in Iraq, they could use whoever they can get.
In Iraq, the war finished 2 years ago.
Well, you don't say. Read my lips. President Bush is gonna bring that Saddam to justice.
Sure. You know that Bush is no longer the president, right?
Well, he'll still bring him to justice. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. Sure.
Different Bush, different time.
Do you know Fuller?
That idiot next door? Sure I do. Can never choose your neighbors, can you?
You don't seem to like him.
That guy hasn't done one damn decent thing in his life. Lazy bastard just sits around in his store, has his mommy wipe his ass for him, and lets the place fall apart down around his ears. Heed my words. He represents everything that's wrong with this country.
You got that right. From World War II, everything's just been downhill, yeah? Pity we haven't got any decent wars still going on. They've even ditched the draft.
Go ahead. You just make fun of it all, boy. A good licking or a couple of tours in Vietnam, that wouldn't be such a...
What do you mean, such a?
Nothing. The guy's a pig. There's something not right about him. He's hiding something, I'm telling you.
Most likely. Eddie?
And who are you? Is this your shop?
No! I just busted in here and you've surprised me, just as I was about to clear the place out.
Oh, how amusing. How long you been waiting to roll that one out?
Your generation lacks respect for its elders. I fought for you to live here. I spilt my blood for you.
And I'll pay your pension. So we're quits, Mr.
Edward D. Warren. Ed for short. Or Eddie to my friends.
Hello, Eddie. I'm Darren. Nice shop you got here.
In my time, it wasn't customary to speak to older folks using their first name.
But we're living in my time now. Aren't we, Ed?
I think you should find whatever it is you're after, and then scram.
Just like I thought. Play the good citizen, but still chase after every dollar. Like the devil chases souls.
Jesus, Darren. A little bit different character than the Samuel from the first one. Can we talk to more?
Come on, what then?
Come on.
So, what's life like here in Biddeford?
Well, you're not from around here?
No. I go to college in Boston.
Oh, so you're an intellectual then? Some sort of desk guy, an egghead who just talks clever all day?
No, I'm...
Then you're the artistic type. Some depressive junkie? You're fixing your problems with a self-help group, right?
No, I'm studying physics.
Well, we sure need that stuff. So what brings you here?
I'm visiting my mother over the semester vacation. She's been living here a few months now. Rebecca Michaels?
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Rebecca.
Oh, man.
This game has an odd start. Well, yep.
How do you get on?
I'm blind. How the hell do you think I get on? You idiot.
Does it hinder you a lot?
Well, sometimes. If I need to look something up. Looky here. I'm supposed to figure out what this coin's worth, and I got no idea. It's a rare piece, but it's pretty worn out.
Can I help you with it?
Oh, sure, kid. If you think I'll fall for that, I give you the coin, you run out the door like a punk. I ain't stupid.
Yeah.
So, okay, interesting that did I actually get the coin. But let's ask about mother.
You know my mother by any chance?
Nope. I don't get out much. What's she doing here? Fresh sea air and all that?
You could say that, yeah. A quiet place to retire.
Okay, is that it? I think that it. Diary, what else? I've just met the most unbelievable woman, Angelina. It was so kitschy. Kitschy, yeah. Okay, like in some awful old movie. I didn't know what to say. I was so nervous. Damn it, I think I was even blushing. Unbelievable. Nothing like this has never happened to me before. So far. So, put the advertising sign on the street, get the power on. What else? Can I turn to... Yes, I can. Hand over Fuller's letter to Mrs. Biba. Biba? Fuller's given me a letter for Mrs. Biba. What she's got to do with him then? Collect a package from the mail. I'm supposed to pick up a package from Fuller from the mail counter in the store on the harbor. Right, so diner and harbor. Anything else? Okay, so I can turn the pages right from there. Okay. Anything else? I could check the wire cutter and radio. And also the bottles. Because usually you probably need the wire cutter.
I bet that's an original radio set from the Second World War. It definitely doesn't look much newer.
Okay.
I bet that's an original radio set.
So nothing new. Wire cutters.
A pair of wire cutters for cutting cable. A pair of wire cutters for cutting cable. I'd like to buy these wire cutters.
$2.
Okay, so apparently we need to wire cutters.
What? You don't want to negotiate? You got too much dough, right? You got it coming out of your ears. Never worked a hard day in your life, and you got no idea on the value of $1, I bet.
$2 is $2. In your time, it might have been a meal out and a movie for two. For me, it's half a burger.
Be happy that you can just buy a burger like that. There ain't many beef farmers left. All that imported stuff from the third world has screwed up the prices.
And pretty soon you won't be seeing a single lonesome cowboy herding steers across the prairie and singing those old trail songs around the campfire. Oh.
Yeah. Typical youth humor.
What is going on here? And I'm still at a loss how we are connected to the first one, but we will find out soon enough, I hope. Bottles.
There are 3 bottles on the shelf. I guess it's hard liquor.
Bourbon.
Well, that's quite hard.
I don't want to get drunk.
Okay. So I think... Yeah, that's the radio. I don't think we need to check that anymore. Hydrant.
A hydrant, just like any other one. I don't see anything special about it.
Shop window. Lovely. Glow.
An unbelievable mess of old guns and swords, uniforms, ships' bells, radios. As long as it's old, it's sold here.
Okay, so we can go... Whoa. Automobile.
I think that's Fuller's car. I'm not one of those people who knows about such things and goes into fits of ecstasy when they see a classic. Who knows? Is that thing a classic anyway?
Harbor Promenade, and what else can we go down here? I'll just check. We can. A right mouse click on the arrows in the inventory will switch immediately to either beginning or the end of the list of object. Okay. So what do we have here? We have entrance to police station, town hall, the side street, convertible, by bus dinner. Do we need to... and a statue?
Jebediah Bitterfoot or something like that, I guess.
You guess. Okay. Can I go
That's
to...
the entrance to the police station. I never feel too good in the face of the state authorities.
Okay, so we are not... So we probably came from there, the mother's house. But let's go to the Biba. Biba. Anyways. To the diner. The graphics are quite okay. Sign.
The diner's run by Mr. and Mrs. Biba. It's not a bad joint. It's done up like a 1950s diner. Yeah, well, at least how we imagine the 50s were.
So it's Biba. Yeah, bubblegum machine.
I haven't seen such an old bubblegum machine for years. Belongs to the diner. They do that whole nostalgia thing in there, too.
And trash can. Let's see if there's a trash panda.
How nice. That's stinking garbage, and I have no particular interest in it.
Right.
Ugh, not a particularly pleasant smell. It's a trash can from the diner. There'll be plenty of leftovers in there. What a flashy thing that is. Probably some tourist's cool ride. Europeans in particular confuse New England with California and think they should be driving around in convertibles or Mustangs.
Yeah. Okay, quite specific.
Most of the year, an open-top car is a bad idea around here. With that kind of weather, Biddeford should make the raincoat a national uniform.
Right. Let's go to the diner then and see if we can deliver the letter.
Yeah, just down the street.
Thanks a lot.
That sounded an Englishman. I'm walking here.
Some people.
Yeah, some people indeed. I'm guessing this guy's a doctor, and it is a doctor.
A man in a white lab coat. In his 40s, I'd say. Could be a doctor.
What was the giveaway?
A man in a white lab.
Uh,
A man in a white lab.
okay, nothing else. Lobster, obviously.
A big, ugly plastic lobster. Not particularly appetizing.
Well, I don't think you
What
want...
would a 50s bar be without a jukebox? The world's just wonderful, and aren't we all so very happy type music? Just isn't my thing.
So what is your thing exactly? Anyways, Mrs. Piper.
That's Mrs. Biber, I think. As far as I can understand it, she runs this place with a husband.
As far as you can understand it. Well, it's quite a given that she's
Excuse me.
I'll be right there.
she's running this place.
What can I get you, my boy?
Actually, I'm here to give you something. It's from Fuller in the photo store.
Psst. Hey, come over here.
Okay.
I can guess what this is about. The dirty old swine. I should have known. Vermin ain't so easy to get rid of. Tell him
Blackmail?
You better tell him yourself. Whatever it is, you...
Claire! You gonna talk all day? The customers are waiting!
get out of here and tell your boss he can go to hell.
So...
Jeez. What the hell was that all about then? Huh. She sure didn't seem to be a fan of Fuller's. I got that much. And the guy in the kitchen, he sure wasn't supposed to see that she had mail.
Yeah, because I'm guessing a blackmail. Can I talk to her anymore? I don't think she will talk to me. At least about... Well, let's
Mrs. Biber?
try.
All right, what is it?
I was just asking, what Fuller...
Listen, I ain't got the time, nor do I want to talk about that scumball. Bug off.
Okay, I guess we cannot talk these things at the moment, so we might as well go to the post office.
Hello? Young man! You're Darren Michaels, aren't you?
Yes, and you are?
Oh, excuse me. My name is Newhouse. I'm a doctor at the health center.
At the health center? You mean at the hospital out there?
Well, yes. We call it the Biddeford Health Center. We aren't just a hospital. We have yoga courses and cookery courses and...
And what do you want from me?
Yes. I know your mother, Darren. We had a date here this morning, to be more precise. Me and her. We wanted to hang up some pictures your mother painted in the health center.
Yes, and...
She's not there. She's normally always... She's always punctual, isn't she? This kind of thing never happens.
Look, I don't have a lot of time right now. I'll give her a call, okay? As soon as I'm back in the store. Maybe she's forgotten about your little meeting, Doc.
If you say so, but actually...
I gotta go. I'll call Mom later and tell her that you're waiting for her in the health center. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
By right-clicking on the postcard or by pressing the M key, you can open the map. It enables you to jump to locations you already visited. Okay, that's good. Why does it feel like this is some kind of a nightmare when we are at the moment? Let's see the map. Interesting looking map. So we have... Is that That's a town hall. What is that then? Bybus. The photographs. I guess this is our house. Is that the hospital then? Or hotel? I don't know. Let's go and see. Because obviously we can go to the main square. Through here to the side street. Statue. Some birds. I do enjoy actually the graphics. They are decent looking. They do their job. Clean. Nice. Yes, that's the hospital. More like Bates model, but that's it then. Who are you? The mother's house. Can I go there?
No time. I want to get back to the photo store as quickly as possible. If I hurry, I might still catch Angelina.
Oh, really? Catching the Angelina to the side, then. I think you should be able to skip. I'll try to go to the road to the harbor promenade double-clicking. Yeah, double-clicking. That works. Double-clicking, click on interactive game elements will launch the corresponding action immediately. That's always good, especially when walking around. You definitely...
A life belt. Years ago, there were pirates around here who used to lure ships under the rocks. They used to light false beacons, and once the ships had run aground on the rocks, they'd row out and rescue the cargo.
When you're saying years ago, I guess around over 100? Maybe not 1800, maybe 1700. Anyway, it's not.
Pretty senseless driving around Maine in a convertible. But I reckon that's not what it's really about. It was expensive, and that's what counts.
Just because it's a convertible doesn't make it an expensive van. Besides, usually you can get a top up, so what's the hate against the convertibles? Although where I live, they are pretty much useless most of the time. Either winter or what? There's only a few months when it's more feasible. Feasible. Anyways, young woman. Talk to everyone and anyone.
Young woman. She looks sad.
So maybe you should talk to her. Because
Everything okay?
No, it's not actually. Carrie died here 2 years ago. She was my best friend.
Oh, I'm sorry. How did it happen?
You're not from around here.
No, I'm from Boston. I'm spending the semester break at my mother's.
Yes. Well, Carrie committed suicide. No one knows why. Everyone loved her. She was intelligent and always happy. I think there's still a picture of her in old Fuller's display window. The young woman with dark hair and green eyes.
Yes, I know that picture. A really pretty woman.
She had so many plans. After studying, she wanted to open a kindergarten here in Bidford with her husband Jason. I just don't understand it. From one day to the next, she changed completely. Became really reclusive. She was depressed and melancholic all the time. No one could reach her anymore. Not even Jason. Even though they loved each other more than anything. Then one day, she just threw herself into the sea.
And no one knows why?
No one. Jason has never gotten over it. He couldn't help her. A few months later, he married that brainless bimbo with a convertible. He probably just felt so lonely. It's definitely got nothing to do with love.
He must have been really lonely.
Excuse me. I'd rather be alone right now.
Of course. I'm sorry.
I have a sneaky suspicion that Fuller has his dirty hands in this. I might be of course, wrong, but I'm just thinking the reaction of the Mrs. Biba, so yeah. It would certainly seem to point towards that. Oh, there was a typo. It's kindergarten, not garden, but that's just a minor typo. Kindergarten. Well, it's well, it works. It works. So let's go to the post office and see.
And then I said to him, Jason, I need a new car, urgently.
Oh, yeah. And then?
What can I say? It's parked right outside.
You can't be serious.
Sure, I'm being serious. A convertible. Totally cute.
Girl, you're just gonna have to show me later.
Oh, yes, there's no way I'm not going to do that.
Or you just walk to the door.
And in this weather.
You lying. And what did he do?
Well, he just left her sitting there.
Ha! Well, she didn't deserve anything better.
But that's not all.
You joking. There's more?
Yeah, now get this.
Okay. Oh, they are gossiping. What was it about those? Okay, display dialogue subtitles. Yes. Okay. Anything here? Yeah. Background characters, figures, character quality, scene quality, gamma. Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Fork Truck Pete just can't afford that kind of thing.
Hey, it's me, okay? And I'm telling you, she saw him herself.
But surely it doesn't look as cute as my new convertible.
Okay.
Well, hardly.
Talking of which, weren't we going to go for a little ride?
Excuse me?
Have you got something wrong with your ears?
No, I just wanted a package.
Something wrong with your eyes then?
Huh?
Listen, I'm talking here. Can't you see that?
Yeah, I can see as clear as day, unfortunately. But I have to collect a package for Fuller at the photo store.
There'll be no line jumping in this store. You're online, okay? Now wait until I'm ready.
Ugh, the young kids today.
Always. I'm always having a fight with them.
Bad parents, that's what it is.
So tell me,
Handbills for
what's
local
happening
events.
with your new car again?
Grand New
A
Year Bazaar.
convertible.
Hits
So
a go-go,
cute.
dance
In
till you drop.
beautiful red
Oh,
and
man.
all the best upholstery and everything.
Oh, you earned it.
Every possible kind of
you.
form.
We'll take a little
Garbage
spin
and
later.
large object collection.
Where is it then?
Telephone
It's parked
rerouting.
right outside the
Here's
shop.
a form from the
Ooh,
Make Our
then we can
Town
go for a
Prettier
ride
committee.
on my lunch break.
My mom's
But
on the
isn't
board of
that
that
still
one.
a way off?
It seems you should
So
send in
what is going on
suggestions
with
for
Fork Truck
improvements
Pete and
around
that
the town.
sister, what's her face?
Okay.
Not the sister. That's Matt's
An
cousin,
armchair.
that's who.
I thought
Doesn't
she
look
was...
too uncomfortable. But who would want to sit down in this shop with the charming Rosie?
And then I
Already,
said to him,
An old
Jason,
ship's
I
wheel.
need a new car,
It's supposed
urgently.
to endow a certain
Oh, yeah.
maritime
And
charm,
then?
I guess.
What can I say? It's parked right outside.
Travel
You
guide.
can't be serious.
A stand
Sure,
displaying
I'm
a
being
million
serious.
travel
A
guides.
convertible.
New England,
totally
Quebec,
cute.
England and
Girl,
Wales,
you're just gonna
Holland,
have to
the
show
national
me
parks
later.
of the USA,
Oh yes,
Tuscany,
there's no way
Hong
I'm
Kong,
not going to do that.
etc., etc.
Did I see something over here?
And in this
Souvenirs.
You lying. And what did he do?
The
weather,
clock
well,
must
he
be
just left
busted.
her sitting there.
At least it'll be right
Well,
twice
she
a
didn't
day.
deserve anything better.
But that's
Funny
not all.
guy again.
You
Let's
joking.
go outside and
There's
see
more?
what we can
Yeah.
do.
That car belongs to the world record talking lady from the shop. That could be useful.
Yeah, I think so. We need. Oh, you are doing something already. What you doing? Oh, okay. Do I need to go over here?
Thanks to all the chat, she didn't hear that.
Right. Do I need to Push it again and go
That car
inside.
belongs to the world record talking.
Let's see. Do I go inside then? Let's see how this works.
Oh, my convertible!
Okay, that worked. You can scroll through objects on your mouse cursor by using the mouse wheel. Okay, that's... Oh, okay, so that's nice, that's nice. Was that the package? I hope.
Hello, is it something like my turn now? Please, don't let me rush you.
What do you want?
I'm supposed to collect something for Fuller. From the photo studio?
Collection note? This is the one, right here. Have you still got another note? There's another package for Fuller here.
Interesting. I could...
Afraid not. Can I take it anyway?
I might turn a blind eye for nice customers.
So you're not gonna give it to me then?
Hell no!
Okay, can I talk to
Hey,
you?
Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Apparently I want to talk.
You know the Bibers?
From the diner? Sure I do.
What can you tell me about them?
I don't gossip, but her marriage ain't exactly the best.
Really?
Yeah, she's apparently very nice, a little jaded and stressed out. Can't ever forget her work. But him, he's an asshole. Been boozing for 2 or 3 years and is a bit free with his fists.
Ooh.
Why doesn't she leave him then?
No idea. She's real dependent on him. The diner belongs to the both of them. And besides, where would she go? Nobody would take her.
Okay.
There's a really pretty young lady I've seen walking around here. Do you know her?
You had a real good look at her, didn't you?
Do you know her?
Well, I wouldn't say no. She came in here and asked about a photo studio, so I sent her up to Fuller's. She interrupted a conversation I was having with a friend. Can you believe that?
Ha! No way. I don't believe it.
Right, Eddie.
Hey, do you know Eddie from the junk shop?
Yeah, sure. I know pretty well everybody here.
So what's going on with him?
He's single. Was never married before either, as far as I know. But hey, who could put up with him for long anyway? Those never-ending war stories. Can you imagine that?
Is he really blind?
I never heard different, but I wouldn't put money on it either. He's a chiseler. Maybe he's got disability just so he can make himself a few bucks.
I have to say, these people around here are quite the characters. Anyways.
What brings someone like her, or maybe even you, here to Biddeford?
Someone like me. You mean a fat woman in a state full of fitness freaks. You're one charming kind of guy, aren't you?
No. I meant, why would someone as unfriendly as you work in a town tourist shop of all places?
Well, you ain't exactly a picture of politeness yourself.
But I don't work in a tourist shop either.
Okay, look. I grew up in New Jersey. My father didn't think the neighborhood was good for me or my brothers and sisters. So he got himself a job in a paper mill and dragged us all up here. Satisfied with that?
And you just weren't able to get yourself a job in construction or driving a truck?
Look, you shouldn't go trying to take on someone like me. You're punching way above your weight, son.
Huh, I can't deny that.
Okay. Carrie.
Hey, Rosie, did you know Carrie, Jason's first wife?
Of course I knew her. I know everyone in Biddeford. At the end of the day, This is the only post office.
And what was she like?
What's that got to do with you?
I just wanted to chat a little.
Well, we never spoke too much. She was always so quiet. No comparison with Juliet. At least with her, you can have a decent conversation. Jason's so lucky he got her now. That really wasn't a life for a guy like Jason, with someone like that dragging him down. Now, at least he's got a life.
Ah, so lucky.
Oh.
Just between you and me, one shouldn't speak ill of the dead. But that Carrie, she was always a little strange.
Uh-huh. Thanks.
Yeah.
So, can I get the box?
That's Miss Rosie, the store lady. She might not be the world's greatest employee, and I presume nobody's ever quite dared to tell her that fact. I can't think of anything I could talk to Rosie about.
Okay, so we are not getting that box at the moment, at least. So I think we need to go back. Can I? I don't think I can talk.
I've got Fuller's package. I don't want to distract this broad for even a second.
Right, okay, so we are going back. Yeah, this is again... Oh, well...
He's sick. That disgusting pig.
What's going on?
Your lovely boss. Does he always try to grope his customers?
No, only the women.
That's not funny.
No, of course not. What can I say? Fuller's an asshole.
Well, he's never going to see me again. Darren, would you bring the photos to the hotel for me?
Of course. My pleasure.
Thanks, Darren. That's really nice of you. I'm staying at the Wild Coast, room number 5.
No problem. You'll have them this afternoon.
Thanks, my hero. See you later.
Angelina has definitely an English accent, and yes, wait, what's happening there?
That's the guy from the diner. Is he following Angelina?
Only different this.
Hey! You're gonna gawk her ass right off. Whatever the bitch said, it's all a dirty pack of lies.
Sure.
Back to work!
Yeah, you definitely sound like a person I would trust.
Hey, you got the package?
Yep.
Well then, give it to me.
Okay.
How'd the photo shoot go?
Ah, shut up.
I only mean the young lady who...
That alley cat's gone, okay? No little goodbye kissy for little Darren. So now, get to work. The shelves here could use with a dusting and the gutter's leaky. And you still gotta take my mama's dogs for a walk. Go back to the post office again and ask if the new photo paper's already arrived. The mailman still hasn't brought a collection note. And the store could also do with a good sweeping.
He's cranky. I guess Angelina did a number on his ego. Nice job. Okay then. But before I start with all that stuff, I'd better give Mom a quick call and remind her she was gonna take the pictures to the hospital. And somehow I've got to get a hold of the film so I can make some prints of Angelina's pictures without Fuller catching me doing it.
Right, okay. I'll make a save, then I'll... Come on. Oh, right, sorry. Okay. Let's see. Latest entry. What? That we have already. So Kichi. My mom. Typical mom. My mama. That's not a healthy call. She's not even lived here for a year, and she's got herself doing half of the town's community work. Dr. Newhouse, who I met in the diner, wanted to meet up with Mom to buy some paintings from her. She still hasn't turned up. Is she getting a bit forgetful? Who's the stranger? There's some guy sneaking about the neighborhood. I came across him in the diner and I've just noticed that he seems to be following Angelina. I ought to keep my eyes open. I'm going to see Angelina again today. I'm supposed to go to the hotel and take Phyllis pictures to her. Obviously, she wasn't bothered about him putting me down right in front of her. So we need to... Jeez. We need to call Mom, take Phyllis photos, get the film, and get the paper. Okay. Where is the phone? We have cash, lightbox.
It's a light box for looking at slides and negatives. On my first day, my friendly boss made it very clear to me that he kept an exact account of the amount of money in the till. A little hint that I shouldn't consider ripping them off.
And a TV set.
No wonder Fuller needs some distraction. You don't even get 5 customers a day in here.
Well, this is quite sleepy place. Postcards.
The postcards all show scenes from New England. They're the regular cards you see everywhere around here.
Okay, and dark room. So we need to make photos.
Old, rather battered locker. Water and all sorts of other liquids have splashed on its door and left their mark.
So obviously we will be using this area, but not at the moment. Film cameras.
Many of the things here are overpriced, but that's obvious. There's only one photo store in town. He takes advantage of that.
Oh, there's the camera. I think that's...
Fuller's camera. The film with Angelina's photos on it is definitely still in it. But I haven't a clue how I'm gonna get the film out of it without Fuller noticing. Oh, I'll just have to try later.
Okay. Door to the basement, door to the back room. Let's go to the back room. I think the phone is there. At least I hope so. Back door, the backyard, waste bin, phone. Let's check that.
I should call Mum first and remind her of a date with the doc. Strange that she didn't get in touch with him. She's usually so reliable.
Okay, safe.
A very old-fashioned safe. There's a logo on it. M.T. Schultz, Pittsburgh. Looks at least 100 years. I find it hard to believe that Fuller hides anything of worth in there. He's more the paranoid type that wants to protect his telephone bill from prying eyes. The fatso lives on coffee and burritos. That ought to make for an early death.
Okay, refrigerator, pizza.
Nothing in the whole damn world would make me want to open this door.
Okay,
You've just gotta have a look around here to get the impression of what it looks like in there.
Right, world map. My world tour, Arizona, Hawaii, Europe.
What have we got here? The US, Hawaii, something illegible, and Europe. Fuller's smeared half of it with his filthy paws.
Right,
What have we got here? The US,
No. I was checking. I need to check the map.
A greasy map of the world. My world tour is written next to it. A few places are marked. The USA, around Utah, Arizona. Then over to Hawaii. Afterwards comes North Africa, possibly Egypt. Then China, and then Europe. Looks like somewhere in Germany.
Ah, interesting. Very interesting.
A greasy map, the USA.
But, okay. Let's make the phone call. There's the phone.
Seems like she's on the phone.
What the hell are you doing using my phone? While you're on the clock? I'm gonna take it out of your...
Yeah, whatever. Look, I just wanted to call my mother, but it was busy. It's not gonna make you go bust.
That broad spends the whole day on the phone, right? She already called up once while I was shooting that sweetie. Some drivel about Adrian and a mirror. I hung up. I got better things to do than listen to that kind of crap.
My mother called, and you didn't tell me?
The old lady's not all there in the head anymore, huh? Where you going? You're not on your own time yet.
Mom? Mom! Mom!
Well, that escalated quickly. Is she okay?
Mom, can you hear me? Mom! Nothing. But she's still breathing.
Well, at least there's that.
Her heart's beating. She's alive.
Okay, yes, let's call ambulance.
Okay, think, Darren. I need an ambulance.
You definitely do need ambulance. So something happened right after...
Emergency? Yes. My name is Darren Michaels. I've just found my mother. She's unconscious.
Right after she called.
Take it to the hospital, but take it real easy. I'll be following in my car in a minute.
How does it look?
Difficult to say, Dan. She must have stumbled, and now she's got a serious head injury. Exactly how bad it is, we can only find that out in the hospital.
But how can she fall so badly that she...
It's not the time for that now. Was your mother taking any kind of medication?
I don't know. She always has a load of painkillers for her back. No idea.
Please, collect anything that looks like medication and bring it back to me in the hospital. What about allergies?
Not that I know about.
That's not good enough. Could you find out the family doctor's number? Perhaps get a hold of her medical records.
Yeah, I'll go look. I'll see you in the hospital.
Very good. Oh, yeah. And we need your mother's insurance card.
That too? Okay, please, can you hurry? Oh, man. Medication, insurance card, med history. I better hurry.
Okay, this is interesting. Something about Black Mirror, something, and then whomp. Telescope.
Mom watched whales with this telescope. This is a whale region. The whales swim past here twice a year on their route between Mexico and Canada.
Okay. So I was going to say that Angelina's accent is a little bit English. Maybe that's a hint. Also, the guy who was following her. Anything we... And we had some papers on the floor, but apparently... Oh, I can use the telephone, but if you need help in the game, then you can activate this in the options menu. Yes, I know. Oh, can I phone
No, I haven't got the number from Mom's old family doctor. I can't even remember his name, to be honest. Dr. Mick, something. If I read his name, then it'll come straight back to me.
Okay, so we need to find some papers, TV set, small table, anything over there.
Looks like Mom was having a cup of tea while reading, before she fell over.
Well, to be honest, it seemed like she was sitting over here and fell over. But I digress.
The cup is still half full. Why did she stand up and go over there? Maybe the phone rang? Maybe she got some bad news and fainted. Huh. That doesn't seem like her at all.
But it definitely seemed like she was on the phone, or at least she picked up the phone. Is something missing over here?
Oh my god. There really is running water here. I never would have thought it.
Right. Tea kettle. Are we using the old steam trick? Headphones.
Mom's into music. That's one thing we have in common, though our tastes are a little diverse. Mom's Beethoven doesn't mix that well with Nirvana or Pearl Jam.
Well, you could probably mix those. Anyways, pill dispenser, we need
That's
that.
Mom's medicine dispenser. There's a box for every day of the week. She always used to joke about it. She said that because of her back, she consumed more pills a day than a whole old folks' home. But she never took as much as she was actually prescribed. She always maintained that she'd just forgotten to. The old home doctor then gave her the dispenser at some point. I always found it rather stupid not to take your medicine, preferring to suffer in agony.
Well, there are pros and cons. Of course, it's when talking about painkillers, that's a different matter.
That's gotta be most of the medication, but maybe she's got more somewhere else. I should check. Mom's handbag. All her papers must be in there.
Well, yeah, I was thinking we should open. Yeah, if it's the painkillers, then, well, eating them like candy, if you don't need them at all the time, then obviously it's not something you need to eat. But of course, if you have prescribed antibiotics, then you have to eat the dosage to have it in effect. Anyways, let's not go to the medicine here. Let's open the bag.
Alright, I found the insurance card.
Well, at least that. Can I actually...
That's Mom's pill dispenser. I'll hand the whole thing over to the hospital. I guess they'll work out what all the medications are.
They should
That's
be...
just part of all the medication, not all of it by a long shot.
Well, I'm guessing rest will be in the toilet.
My mother's insurance card. The hospital wants it, because it's not enough just being sick.
Tea kettle,
There's
anything?
nothing else of interest in there. And I can earn my own money.
Right. Bathroom, telescope, display cabinet to the bedroom. Let's start with the bathroom.
Mom's bathroom. Like her old place, nothing special. We weren't poor, but my mother was always modest. And by the looks of it, so is this place.
Ah, we have seen this scene earlier. Black Mirror 1. Now we're talking. Yes. We walk around here.
An old lighthouse. Underneath's a sign with Willow Creek written on it. Perhaps it's from the place in England where she lived. She first came to the US in her early 30s, after the accident.
After the accident, you say? Well. What's our connection then? But let's go and see what we can find from
I
here.
had a shower here this morning, and Mom laid on a huge breakfast. I ate some of it, for her sake. Huh. Back at uni, I usually don't eat anything in the morning.
Okay, shower, bathroom cabinet.
Aha, some medicines. Boxes, little bottles, tubes. I'll take it all with me.
Well, that's a good idea, I would say. So we have those.
I think that's it. I found all the medication.
Yeah, I think so too.
This cupboard's also from our old flat in Boston. A simple but practical wall cupboard. Immaculately looked after, of course.
Of course, of course.
I had a shower here. I ate some of it.
So we've done everything in here, so let's go to the bedroom and check what we can find from there. We have drawer. Oh, that's drawers. What is that? Book, obviously.
Mom likes thrillers and horror stories. Mainly old stuff. Edgar Allan Poe and the like. Perhaps it has something to do with her time in England. She's often told me that she worked in a castle that could well have come straight out of one of these books.
Do I hear speaking?
We've already just had a few days of warm, sunny weather back to back. It's supposed to get worse tomorrow.
The castle. She worked in a castle. I hear speaking, but where it's... Interesting. Cupboards. Let's... Yeah, I need to go
My mother
back.
keeps her pots and pans and that.
Okay. Can you take anything from there? Oh.
A few pots, a shallow bowl, plates, a tray. I'll take the bowl.
Right, okay. That was a good idea to check. So, I should be more...
That's where Mom indulged herself. We had an ancient wood-burning stove at home that she used to cook on. She always said it reminded her of a time as a cook back in England.
Okay. TV set.
When I was a kid, we used to always argue about how long I was allowed to watch TV. I used to be able to sit in front of that thing for hours. Now you couldn't get wild horses to drag me in front of one. I can count myself lucky the damn thing didn't completely frazzle my brain.
So I
That's
think
where Mom indulged herself.
Okay, yeah.
There are pictures of me and Mom in the cabinet. I can't see any pictures of my father here. Mom hasn't got many of him. I guess the memory of his death is too painful for her.
So how this is... Well, obviously, his mother worked in the Black Mirror Castle. But what happened to her husband?
When I was a child, I always wanted to know who my father was. Mom told me about him and finally showed me some pictures. That was the only time I've ever seen pictures of him.
But are we... Okay, let's see, check the bureau.
My mother's old bureau. That's where she keeps her letters and financial papers and such. I don't fancy poking around in there just now.
So you're poking everything else
It's a
except...
beautiful lamp. Pity it doesn't work. A plant on the windowsill. No idea what kind it is.
Green one. And let's check the drawers.
I think the furniture's still from her time in England. Quite old-fashioned, but stylish somehow.
Yes, most definitely.
What do we got here? Handkerchiefs, a glasses case, an art magazine, a few Valerian draggies. Nothing I could use.
Right. This is...
A bedside table lamp with a paper shade and a ceramic base. Cream-colored.
Lovely.
Nothing else there. I think the furniture's still from her time in England.
Bottom drawer. Oh, sorry.
My mother's address book. I ought to find her doctor's number in there.
I thought we checked all the things from here, but yeah, there was a bottom drawer.
I don't think I'll find anything interesting in that chest of drawers.
So we have checked everything.
Perhaps the bulb's gone.
That could be it.
A plant on the windowsill. No idea.
So,
Let's see. It won't open. It's got a leather strap running from the back to the front cover, and there's a lock on it too. I need a key.
Do you really need a key? Can we just use the wire cutters?
Well, I could do that, but I know that the key has to be around here somewhere. And I don't want to cut my mom's address book to pieces.
Fine, I'll guess we find the key then. Could you check the bureau now?
My mother's old bureau. That's where she... My mother's old bureau.
So no. Why we can interact with the pot plant? Does that mean the key is there?
Looks like there's something under the flower pot.
And there's the key.
It's a little brass key.
Yes.
Yes. And that's got the address book open.
Bingo. And Bingo was his name. Let's read.
Now then, what was that doctor called? Dr. Wakefield. That's him. And here's his number. I just hope he's still got my mother's old medical records.
Okay. Do I use... No, we need to go closer. 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 Do I use... Yes, I do.
Hopefully the number's still okay. Dr. Wakefield. 555...
Dr. Wakefield's practice?
My name's Darren Michaels. I have to speak to the doctor. It's an emergency.
One moment, please.
Dr. Wakefield speaking.
Hello, Dr. Wakefield. This is Darren Michaels.
Darren, is there something wrong with your mother? Mandy said...
Yes, she's been taken to the hospital. She's fallen over and taken a knock to the head. She's not responsive.
My God.
The hospital needs her medical history. Do you still have it?
Yes, we must still have it here.
Can you fax it over to the hospital?
Yes, of course. Hopefully nothing's happened to her back.
Wouldn't the support corset protect her?
Not necessarily. The corset supports her spine when she's standing up or sitting, but her back has been so badly affected since the accident that a fall can have repercussions.
I don't think I want to know. I'll just go down to the hospital and find out there.
Do that. I'll have the records sent to Biddeford. I hope your mother gets well soon.
Yeah, me too.
Give her my best wishes as soon as she's awake.
I'll do that. See you later, Doc. Well, that's done. Dr. Wakefield has always cared well for Mom. With that back of hers, she could barely stand, sit, or lie down without causing her pain. And then she has the burns as well. And now this.
Burns? So she's connected to the death of the Samuel's wife. I'm guessing. Interesting. Diary. Let's see what we can see from the diary. Tasks. Mom in hospital. They've just brought Mom into the hospital. She must have fallen, and I hope she gets back on her feet again. We were never all that close, I think, but she always did her best. I was no easy kid for sure. So, yeah, this episode, again, it's always a slow start, like it was in the Black Mirror 1 also. We've managed to do a few things here and there, getting accustomed for the controls and the gameplay. Again, I'm interested to see how we are connected to the Black Mirror castle. Do we go to the England? And, well, whatever happens. Who is Angelina? Who's following her? Why is she connected? I'm guessing they both are connected, the follower and the Angelina. to us. Because to be honest, apparently Angelina is a new person on the area, and she's quite interested of us. On normal occasion, I would say that's fine, but after all, we are playing an adventure game. I think her interest is more than just meets the eye, maybe. And what the hell is Fuller doing? Hopefully we can find out that too. So, yeah, Mommy's hospital tasks. What do we have here? I guess we still have the... Yes, take the pictures, make the pictures and give them to Angelina. But obviously we need the photo paper. And yeah, we need to do that. So on next episode, we will go to the hospital and then see what we can do after that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.